That's right. Yeah, before it's news, right? Before it's news. So there's supposed to be a nuclear attack planned for the 4th of July where terrorists are going to hijack television stations and blow up things live just to prove a point? I don't know. It just sounds like a bad episode of G.I. Joe. I mean, if it actually happens, you can bet I'll be sitting in the room watching everybody freak out going, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, G.I. Joe is there! I can just see it, man. Some idiot dressed up in a Cobra Commander outfit, you know.
If I demand you're not fixed within the next 30 minutes, I will detonate a nuclear device in St. Louis, Missouri. Ah, Cobra!
You know, it's just, come on. Man, seriously. Somebody was telling me to, you know, they need to do a drug test on everybody in Congress. I said, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? If those people have been high since the beginning, I mean, think about it. Why do you think they had the wig party? Those people were freaks! Why do you think they powdered their wigs and their faces and every damn thing? Why do you think they were wearing brocade and lace and all that with the bobby stocks and the, you know, the bloomers and all that nonsense? Why do you think they dressed like that? They were high! They were real high! Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. Yeah, they would powder their wigs and powder their faces so that it wasn't quite so obvious when they were busy giving it a little toot, you know? It's ridiculous. I mean, the world's been run by zombies and vampires all this time, and people who actually had warm blood actually needed to powder themselves in order to get under the radar. The concept of a zombie is nothing new. It's just become really popular lately. Before it's news. Can anybody believe anything coming off of Before It's News? I mean, really? Come on. Really? I don't think they put these things out, man, half the time. You know, some of the stuff is a little bit accurate. Some of it is somewhat accurate, and others it's just like, let's see if this flies. Hey, Jimmy, you gotta stop writing these things out in crayon. I mean, come on. Now if it happens, yeah, I will say I told you so. It's so obtuse. It's like, man, you couldn't script. Oh, this is really bad entertainment, guys. This is really bad. This is worse than 80s cartoons. You know, and you know the stuff's controlled, it's staged, and you know what's even worse is that they pull something like this off, the people will go for it. They'll go for it. They'll be like, why aren't you bringing it out? Do you really believe this is happening? It's on TV! Exactly. It must be happening. Yeah. I saw this episode before. They blew up 2 towers. They used planes. Yeah, I saw this. Completely safe. I remember when 9/11. roommate at the time calls me up. I just lost my job. Not in a week before. Well, it hadn't even been a week, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I was busy looking for a job and freaking out. My rent was kind of high for just, you know, me and the roommate. And I was trying to figure out how I was going to get the rent. Anyway, I just woke up, just about to take a shower. My roommate calls me up. Slow down. Hey, come on, man. Slow down. I can't understand it. I'm like, what, dude? Calm down. I can't believe it. It's never happened before. I'm like, what's never happened before? What's wrong with you? Turn on TV. World Trade Center. I'm like, yeah. So, they've been trying to blow that shit up for years. They finally figured it out. And, you know, I'm watching this thing. I turn on the television just, 30 seconds before they fly the second plane into the second building. And I'm going, wow, this wasn't staged. Where are the jets? Why don't they have the jets? Where aren't the jets? Why aren't the jets? Why didn't they get this? Why didn't they stop this before it ever got the... Wait, no, they got... Where's NORAD? What? You know, I'm going, do you really believe this is happening? Do you really believe... Just blubbering at me. Oh, dude, all right, well, they're going to call schools. You might as well just come home, smoke a J, get yourself together, take a nap if you have to, man. I mean, come on, pull yourself together. I can't believe you're not freaking out about this. Dude, I don't believe this is happening. It's on every channel, and then for a year, that's all we saw. It's like, the propaganda was so bad. See, I just graduated with a graphic design degree, so I'm watching this, you know, and I'm going, God, do you see the advertising, man? I mean, you know, we're both graphic designers, we're both into advertising, we both are, you know, we're project managers. We know how this stuff works, and yet he's the one freaking out. I'm sitting there going, can't you see through this shit? Can you not see through this? And then the Patriot Act came out. I said, there we go. See? Now the truth comes out. Now I see it. Everybody was freaking out. Well, the liberals were freaking out. The so-called conservatives were going, oh no, that's a good idea. Oh yeah, let's just sign all our rights away in an attempt to fight some ambiguous non-entity. You can't declare war on a tactic. It's a tactic. This is even worse than the so-called war on drugs. I'm telling this to people, and everybody's just snowed by the whole thing, and I'm just going, yeah. So yeah, I read this article about launching nukes and live on TV. I'm like, yeah, that's about the sum of it. Yeah, okay, all right, let's just do this already. I'm done, and I'm not even going to argue with anybody when they say, oh, we got to send you to the FEMA camps. I'm not even going to argue. I'm just going to disappear. One way or another, I'm just going to disappear. Can't believe it. Yeah, you've been duped again. I can't believe it either. Anyway, I don't really think that's going to happen. I mean, come on. Before it's news, really? Before it's news. No, it's not the first time I've seen that kind of report from before it's news. Did it happen then? No. And don't get me wrong, I am completely and totally in concurrence that yes, they are going to nuke a city. That's exactly what they plan to do, but come on. Live, via satellite, on CBS, NBC, CNN, FOX, and everything else in between, ABC, BBC, DBC. I'll tell you what. I'll be looking for the slip-ups in the timing. You know, like when BBC reported on the Building 7 going down a half hour before they actually imploded the building in its own footprint. Oh, we're structurally unsound. Nothing collapses into its own footprint. Okay, that was a controlled demolition. Here I go, bringing up all the 9/11 inconsistencies and how obtuse the official story was and is and has become and will continue to be until kingdom come. I just simply find the whole thing frighteningly ridiculous. We're going to attack Iraq because 19 terrorists from Saudi Arabia attacked a plane, or attacked 2 buildings that were basically looted before the buildings ever came down. Fantastic! Greatest theft and cover-up in recorded history to date. Now they're doing the same thing again. I'm just not sure exactly what kind of false flag they're going to pull this time. It's false flag time, people. They tried it back with the Zarnev brothers. That didn't work out the way they wanted it to. They wanted that to be a right-winger so badly. They wanted that to be a white male American so badly. But they couldn't. The public was awake and aware and on to them and knew what they were doing, and so they couldn't pull their shenanigans. Say what you will about Alex Jones. I don't particularly follow him, and I don't like the way he hypes things, but he was certainly on top of that one now, wasn't he? Yeah. At any measure. Yeah, I mean, they're ready to do this thing. They are so ready to do this thing. They want it done yesterday. And unfortunately, the public is you know, got razor sharp focus at this point, you know. But the public that counts anyway. I mean, I'm not counting the zombies. I'm not counting the stupefied masses who will listen to whatever they're told. I'm talking about the people that count, the people who are aware and politically active. Actually, you know, have some skin in the game. They want it done yesterday. Anyway, I just thought it was rather obtuse, though entirely conceivable. For them to do this live on television like they did with 9/11. I mean, they need something bad, they need it yesterday. This Obama regime is clearly dangerous enough to pull it. They are clearly dangerous enough to pull it, and they are lacking the political capital that they need to pull off a Russian-style persecution of the Christians and Jews and everybody who doesn't want to go along with the New World Order. They want to run they want to prosecute their war. They want to purge. They want to purge so bad they can hardly get off the stick. I mean, this is Stalin and Mao's and Hitler's particularly. wettest dream possible. Because it's so inside out, you can say, because, you know, a mulatto is pulling off what Hitler could only fantasize about. Mulatto CIA operative. It's a total joke. It's so cynical. How can you not laugh? How can you not laugh? Oh, and yeah, I mean, God, using the term mulatto is probably more disgraceful and disrespectful than, you know, anything a Ku Klux Klan member could say any day of the week. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just, you know, I'm not racist. I'm just calling it as I see it. Spade is a spade. It's so obtuse. It's so over the top. It's so inside out. I mean, Hitler's got to be vomiting and orgasming at the same time, because he's like, you know, I'm Jewish. I couldn't even pull that off. I'm Jewish. You know, I mean, really, I mean, just obtuse, just wholly cynical. Holy cynical. Holy as in completely, not as in like set apart. Holy. W-H-O-L-E-Y. Holy. Completely cynical. Entirely cynical. Anyway. The nuclear detonation will be televised. I mean, just come on. I can't take it anymore. I just can't take it anymore. It's like, hey, you know, pray against it, brethren. I can't. All right. I will pray against it. It's so unbelievable. I mean, we are so screwed up. We are so screwed up. I can't take it anymore. I'm done. Goodbye.